Welcome to the StraightLine. All eyes were on Karnataka High Court. It was clear that the Karnataka High Court verdict would make a big impact as far as the hijab case was concerned. Last couple of weeks have been very dramatic in Karnataka, where girls had not been wearing hijab. Several had missed classes and not attended classes, awaiting this verdict, hoping that they would get relief. But as the verdict came out, one thing became clear, that hijabs will not be allowed in classrooms. That is what the court said. The 129-page long court order which came out today very clearly said that uniforms have to be defined so that they seem uniform. And the court observed that the hijab took away the uniformity from a hijab wearing student to a non-hijab wearing student, and that differentiation cannot be allowed. That's the reason why the Karnataka High Court appointed very clearly that it said that hijabs will not be allowed in the schools. It upheld the government order of February 2022 and said that the government was well within its rights to issue such orders. Though it also did clarify that it could be upon the government in the future to decide what it could do as far as the private institutions are concerned and other minority institutions are concerned. But given the fact that this order which came today sent shockwaves in many politicians and the community leaders, who said that they would be forced to knock at the doors of the Supreme Court in this case.
From the Karnataka High Court, we are going to appeal. This is not a question of religion. This is a question of choice. Whether if a girl wants to keep a tilak, if a girl wants to keep a vibhuti, can government stick for it? Yes, there is no fundamental requirement in the religion, but it is my choice. Can you avoid the choice? Number two, you say uniform.
For the SR Bomme-led government, this case was an acid test. Many were seeing the outcome of this case could decide the political future. A reason why the Home Minister of the state was very quick to react to this verdict the moment it came by saying that it was historic.
ಭಾರತ ಮಾತೆಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ನಾವು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆಯಿಂದ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರಭರಿತರಾಗಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದು, ದೇಶದ ಏಕತೆ ಸಮಗ್ರತೆಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತೀರ್ಪು ಐತಿಹಾಸಿಕ ತೀರ್ಪಿದು.
There is no doubt about the fact that the Karnataka High Court verdict will be challenged in the Supreme Court, and the implications of this have left the matter open-ended, because the issue now no longer is about the girls and they're not allowed to wear hijab in the classrooms, but also the fact that there could be several other consequences, not just in Karnataka but in other states as well. So while the Supreme Court will have to tackle with this entire issue, what came to the point today was the fact that several politicians who had stood by these girls and also had advised these girls not to skip classes today made again an appeal to these students to get back to their classes and await further decision, because they said that they would not want the students to lose on their education. That is something which is a big thing, and a fact that will the students heed to it is a big question.
और अभी जिस तरह से बच्चे थ्रेटन कर रहे हैं कि एग्जाम्स का बॉयकॉट करेंगे, जब तक ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का फैसला नहीं आता, आपकी क्या हिदायत होगी उनको?
बच्चों का साल तो वेस्ट नहीं होना, मेरा ये मतलब है कि बच्चों का साल नहीं वेस्ट होना चाहिए. इसीलिए बच्चों को हम लोग समझाएंगे कि एग्जाम्स हो जाने देंगे. इंशाल्लाह ताला हम लोग बच्चों से बात करने की कोशिश करेंगे.
Nothing should come as a hindrance for the education of the students, and especially girl students. Education is more important. Considering their children's education is a primary duty of their parents to see that they get good education. Ultimately, the parents will decide.
But more important is also the fact that while all this was happening, there was one section of the society which was celebrating. One cannot understand why. Well, for the Karnataka government, it came as a reprieve, given the fact that even while the matter goes to Supreme Court, it would no longer be limited only to Karnataka, but the fact that the hijab issue could now become a national issue, as it did become the UP in the UP elections, But also the thing is that now with several other states also planning to take action on similar lines, this could be something where SR Bommai can maybe heave a sigh of relief, because the challenge would now be at the national level. But most importantly, one question that came to mind after seeing the reactions of several people today was, why were some people celebrating? It was a case between the students and the government in the Karnataka High Court, which was rejected. There was no reason for somebody to feel elated, celebrate the defeat of this girl's petition or the rejection of this girl's petition. What have we reduced ourselves to? Anyway, that's another debate. But clearly, as far as this verdict is concerned, definitely Supreme Court is the only way where most of these people are looking at going. But uniform, the way it was explained in the Karnataka High Court order today, would set the ball rolling. Whether the education department will still have a lot of homework to do to define uniforms in the coming sessions in a newer light with more clarity, instead of being something which was taken for granted right since 2004, from the time the girls had been allowed to wear hijab. Anyway, for the moment, it's examination time for the students, and many hope that good sense will prevail and the future of these students will not be impacted, because already COVID has made a major dent in their preparations, and the coming days could be crucial. This is Vijay Grover signing off for the Straight Line.